it is, the American Tower building. Architectural sketch right there, September 1976. And we're in the parking garage right now. Do y'all remember a couple of months ago when I posted the video before 50 came down here and had that Humor and Harmony Fest? I said that I was talking about how there's a lot of animosity and jealousy that surrounds these kind of events. And what happened 1 week later after it was all over with? Hurricane Chris got on social media and had his little rant about what 50 did and how he paid the police $500,000 for security and all that stuff. And what did I tell y'all? I told y'all it's always some type of jealousy and animosity that surrounds events like this. I knew there was going to be some kind of conflict because you know how 50 came down here and threw a huge party, 4-day party in Hurricane's hometown. And Hurricane felt some type of way about it. So I knew it was coming. I'm just glad they didn't clash during the 4-day event, But I knew 50 was going to have some type of hate coming from one of the local artists. Now, I don't really follow like local music I don't really follow the local artists like that, but according to Hurricane, he's saying that before 50 threw the Humor and Harmony weekend down here, he said that 50, I guess he got on some kind of radio interview and said that no more Ratchet in my city. So basically, he felt that 50 just came down here and just took over Shreveport without, trying to, rub elbows and be friendly with the local artists here. And like I said that in my videos before all this took place. I said there was going to be some kind of conflict between 50 and some of these local artists down here. Now, Hurricane seems to be the only one that has a problem with what 50 did by having this festival down here. And, I've watched several videos over the last few days, the last week, I should say. And in 1 week, Hurricane Chris has probably done at least 10 interviews with other YouTubers and radio personalities, and he's been saying the same thing. He said he wants to sit down and have a talk with 50 about him getting to know Shreveport culture a little bit better and how he wants to invite him over to his grandma's house and have dinner and eat some soul food and all that stuff. I don't think Hurricane realizes. I don't think 50 wants to do that. I don't think 50 wants to do that. 50 is way too big to even be giving Hurricane that type of attention. And I'm not, trying to sound disrespectful. I'm just saying, I don't think 50's willing to do any of that. 50 said what he said. He said, no more Ratchet in my city. You can take it how you want to, but, I just hope that there won't be any conflict, any drama come this next event. Whenever 50 decides to throw his next event here in Shreveport, I just hope that no drama unfolds due to this little beef that him and Hurricane had in the last week.
Forward about, I'll let y'all do the debating on what I mean in Shreveport.
Well, 50 Cent, he comes right here, he has a shitload of money, right? So that's how he was able to do it. So say he just continues to do this, right? What's the next steps? He just comes in there and he says, no Ratchet. He's still just.
I couldn't tell you what the next steps would be. I couldn't even tell you. But that can't happen.
Right. He just needs to respect what's going on.
You gotta respect culture. If you go to New Orleans, you're not gonna say we're not calling this the Big Easy. If you go to New York, you're not gonna say we're not calling this the Big Apple. If you go to, just say Dr. Dre go to New York and say, I got all this money. I got Beats by Dre. That's who signed 50.
Yeah, you can't.
You think he could say no more Big Apple?
Yeah, you did tell. I heard you tell Wack. That's like you going to Compton saying no more Bompton.
It's like,
He instantly was, oh yeah, nah, we know.
Nah, bro. So you gotta respect culture when you go places.
All right, and this is an original sketch, a 1976 original sketch of the American Tower downtown. There's a little newspaper clipping back here. It says, "This is how the $12 million American Tower building is expected to look upon completion in mid-1978 in Shreveport. The octagonal-shaped structure is being developed by Joseph C. Canizario of New Orleans, and it will include a 15-level..." Wait a minute, it's kind of bent up right there. "A 15-level office tower and a 750-car parking garage. The American Bank and Trust Company will occupy the first 4 levels of the structure." And this is it. But a person who wants to remain anonymous just paid a hefty electric bill for Regent's Tower. I wonder who that was. Yeah, reports say that the Regent's Tower, well, it's owned by I think it's Hertz something company now, but the Regent's Tower, as we all know it here in Shreveport, had a large electric bill that was due to be paid by the end of this month. And somebody earlier today who wants to remain anonymous paid that bill. I think the bill came out to like over $400,000. So some very rich person, some very rich and generous person came forward and paid that bill. I wonder who that was.
Yes, sir.
You can't be speeding. You got to slow down.
I was just going 1 mile over.
With your 1 mile over? That's what you tell me? No
Hey, Rob. I got to check it out.
All right, I gotta get back to the apartment because I got a couple of girls coming over for a photo shoot, and she's not from around here, so I gotta make sure she gets to my place on time. She's a friend of a dancer over here at the Hustlers Club. I mean, she's a real tiny girl. I think she said she's like 4'11", 90 pounds. So yeah, I think she's probably the smallest model I've done a shoot with so far. Man, it's Sunday and it looks like a ghost town out here compared to what we saw here a couple of weeks ago. This is crazy. One man brought all that traffic down here. That's incredible. All you naysayers that talk bad about 50 Cent, shame on y'all. Shame on y'all for talking bad about 50 Cent. Look at Shreveport now. Look at downtown Shreveport now. It's a ghost town down here. All right.